Today I want to talk to you guys about doing 4 little warm-ups that you can start right at the beginning of your guitar practice to get your hands warm, to get the blood flowing, to get your fingers calibrated and working together, and to get your calibration on a fretboard. This is something I find is extremely helpful as I get older as a player, and that it just does a number of things just to keep those chops up, which can be a little hard to do, especially if you don't have much time to practice every day during the week. So if you only have maybe 15-30 minutes, definitely do this, and it'll keep those fingers loose, limber, and keep those muscles nice and strong so you can come back and practice later. But anyways, we'll get on to these 4 warm-ups. The first one is going to be a simple chugging on the E string. Now, if you're new to this, basically the stroke is we keep the pick more or less on the string and just let it fall through and then let it float up. Okay, and what this is going to do is just keep everything nice and even, and we don't have to strain too much. Okay, the wrist really kind of comes from the stroke, not so much from the elbow and the arm. Alright, so we want to stay nice and relaxed and just make sure everything, shoulders down, that we're breathing. Alright, and usually I just mute the other strings with this finger, with these fingers, and then get going. Of course, the important thing is to use a metronome or a drum track. So if you're new to this, again, start out maybe at 120, 100, 16th notes, and you're going to find that your right arm will actually start burning after a little while. Just keep it relaxed. Okay, eventually this goes away and you're going to want to speed it up. Today we'll push it up to, I think 170 is a pretty good speed, and we'll just go for, usually want to do this for 3 minutes. Sometimes I'll get progressively faster with it. I'll start at 160 for 2 minutes. I'll go to 170, 180, and then maybe do some different kind of rhythms with it. But today we're just going to stick with 170, and I'll just show you and go for about 30 seconds or a minute. Show you what it looks like. Okay. There's our metronome, and here we go. Stay nice and relaxed. Stay right on top of that metronome. Let the pick do the work. Mute or leave it open. Okay, good. But the idea is just to keep it going, get that blood flowing. And really, you'll find that everybody hits a wall at some certain speed. I could do it a little faster, but 170 usually is a good speed for me to just start out, or keep up the chops, so to speak. So the next one is going to be a finger trill exercise where we do all the permutations of the fingers. So 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 3. We hold down 2, trill 3, and then hold down 2, trill 4. And then 3 and 4. You're going to want to do this one for 15 seconds each. So get your timer, set it for about a minute and 30 seconds. A minute, yeah, something like that. If you want to do 15 seconds each, and it'll go something like this. So start with 1 and 2. Again, you want to stay relaxed. You don't want to strain too hard, but you want to go fast. Try and keep it even. 1 and 3. 1 and 4. Hold down 2, trill to 3. Hold down 2, trill to 4. Everybody's favorite, hold down 3 and trill to 4. And you're gonna keep those fingers right up on the fretboard. Keep it moving. And you're definitely gonna feel it if you've never done this before. And the alarm should go off. There we go. Alright, so now we got the blood flowing. Stretch out a little bit. Alright, both hands. This next one is going to be a little picking exercise just to get the fingers moving together, get everything nicely calibrated, and to really kind of learn our fretboard. So we start out using 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the first fret, so it's we're going to use alternate picking, and we go through all the strings. Alright, when we get to here, we slide up and come down. When we get down here, we slide up. We go through the whole fretboard like that in this manner. So we'll kick our metronome back on to 170. We'll give it a shot. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Yeah, okay, typically we'll go through the whole range, but just to make this video a little shorter, I'm going to stop there. Next, we use an ascending pattern, and we descend through the string. It's like... Alright, back at 172, ready, and... Alright, so you get the idea. We go through the whole fretboard. Next, we move to triplets. We use 1, 3, and 4. Start off down here. 1, 2, ready, and... and so on. And then we use our ascending pattern, descending through the strings, and vice versa. So we have... Alright, and we'll keep going. Next we use 1, 2, and 4. And so on. And then we do the ascending pattern, descending through the strings, and vice versa. So. Just remember to keep everything nice and relaxed. Alright, this is just a warm-up, okay? So this is something that you'll speed up, you'll perfect over time, but we're just trying to get the fingers moving, the fingers limber, and to keep that strength up. The last one is a little position shifting etude with some arpeggios. Really, they're kind of major 7th arpeggios, but I tend to think of it as going up a major, coming down a minor C-shaped arpeggio. So we start on A. Let me get that metronome off. We start on A. Let's get it. Okay, so here's our 12th fret, our C arpeggio. Then we slide up to 16. Come down, then we're going to do it. We're going to slide all the way down to the 10th position and do, or the 7th position, and start on 10 here. And then we'll do a G arpeggio. Slide up to 14. Then come down a B minor arpeggio, and then we'll repeat the A. The C sharp minor. And then we'll move down 1 fret, kind of like a Garzone exercise or etude here, and go up a C major arpeggio and come down an E minor arpeggio. I'll leave tabs for this specific exercise in the comments section, or you can hit me up and I can email them to you if you're watching this on YouTube. So the idea of the arpeggio, it's going to sound like this. Oh, the last one, when we go through it twice, when we come down the E minor, we'll go and do an E flat. Now mistakes are okay, all right? You just keep going, all right? This isn't this is something that you will perfect over time, but it's just to get calibrated, okay? And to get used to building fretboard awareness, I guess is what I would call it. So here again, the exercise is going to be. So we're limited in the speed that we can go to make it clean because we're just flying through all these positions, all right? And that's the idea, is to go slow and eventually build it up to as fast as you can take it. And there's millions of people who can go much faster than I can, much cleaner than this. But let's click our metronome back on to 170, and we'll take it in triplets. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Yeah. One more time. All right, and you can tell I'm just getting warmed up, okay? So it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to get better as you go on with your practice, all right? It's just a warm-up. Okay, so we're just trying to get loose, limber. This is an idea I've been wanting to get out there for a while. And you can make up your own little exercises and do all kinds of cool stuff. Using these same ideas. And but you can make up your own little exercises as well. But this is something that I would definitely recommend, especially to older players. And if you start teaching somebody who hasn't played ever, they're 40, 50 years old, or even retired, the first 3 exercises are really great exercises to get them to build the muscles and the dexterity needed that they're to start playing and being successful with it. So these little warm-ups can serve a number of ideas, but I teach them to everybody, no matter how old they are. As soon as they actually start to get some knowledge of the fretboard, and from as early as 8 all the way to the oldest I've had who started these, I think, was either 61 or 62, a really great guy who was retired. So if you have any questions, just hit me up, and I hope this video was helpful, and look for more coming soon.